if it's sensationalized all over the mainstream media, then it's usually what's called a Hegelian dialectic. A Hegelian dialectic is problem, reaction, solution. The government creates the problem, they wait for the people to react, and then they come in with a solution. But the solution is never anything to really benefit the people. The solution is always something to further along the government's agenda of full control and enslavement of the people. They rinse and repeat this Hegelian dialectic strategy. They've been rinsing and repeating this for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. I mean, even thousands of years, if you really dive deep into the historical documentation of where the government really came from and what they've been doing, dating all the way back to Greek mythology, Roman mythology, biblical mythology, Sumerian, Akkadian, and Assyrian mythology, and even all the way back to Atlantean mythology. Everything is a Hegelian dialectic. The reaction that they typically want to get out of the people is fear. Because when people are in fear, they're easier to control. When people are in fear, they will accept and comply to certain mandates that they normally never would comply to. A perfect example of this was the fake pandemic of 2020. COVID-19 is fake. There's no such thing as a COVID-19 virus. The word COVID or COVID-19, that word didn't even exist in our vocabulary prior to the year 2020. It's just something they made up and put it all over the mainstream media. COVID stands for Certificate of Vaccination ID, because part of their Hegelian dialectic is they wanted to create enough fear to get people to accept digital IDs, health passes, so that they could track and monitor you better, and so that they could track whether or not you're up to date with your vaccinations and your boosters, which is also part of the same Hegelian dialectic. They tried to create so much fear that they could coerce people into injecting themselves with stuff that isn't very good for you. And we saw all the athletes falling over and dying. Now, after some years have passed, we see the bad effects of the vaccinated. People are dying suddenly. Go watch the documentary called Died Suddenly. It's very well documented now that we have had some time go by, and now we see the numbers, the statistics, the research, the numbers are starting to come out. The vaccine's damaged a lot of people, and it's continuing to damage more and more people. But that's just an example of a Hegelian dialectic: problem, reaction, solution. All the school shootings, the public shootings in the malls and the movie theaters, those are orchestrated, manufactured events, also used in the same way, a Hegelian dialectic: problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem. Mass shootings everywhere. The reaction that they want to get out of the people is fear. The solution: take away your guns. Take away your gun freedom. Take away your gun rights. Take away the Second Amendment. Take away your ability to defend yourself and your family. Now they can control you even easier when you're disarmed. That's why they orchestrate these kind of events. Everything the government does is a Hegelian dialectic. And until everyone realizes this, they're going to keep falling for all the propaganda, for all the lies, and all the deceit.